last week we've talked about Pomona. Wow, amazing. Okay, so he is also, of course, an expert in the financial services industry with so many skills. So, for instance, negotiation, management, consumer goods, and the list goes on, guys. It doesn't stop, it goes on and on. So, he's worked in so many big companies like HSBC, ABC, and so much more. And he's the amazing part, guys. So, he is actually featured in Forbes Asia 2020. That speaks for itself. Like, how great is that? Amazing. So he is here to talk about loan to deposit. And so later when the talk show starts, you guys are free to type in your questions in the question box below, and we'll come right back to it when the Q&A starts. And I think I talk too much already. I'm sorry, sir. So, hello, sir. How are you doing?
Okay. Hi, Shasha, and hi, everyone. How are you today?
Doing pretty great. Okay, sir. So I
Awesome.
guess we can go straight to it, sir. The stage is yours.
Okay. Thank you for the chance, especially for Miss B that has been invited me to University of Ciputra for lecture guest. And I'm glad to be here to see a lot of youngs and potential entrepreneur from Universitas Ciputra. So let me introduce myself. I'm Rico. Just like Sasa mentions, I'm one of the co-founder of Komunal Fintech, that one of the fintech in East Java, from East Java and for East Indonesia, actually. So today I'll not too many talk to all of you guys, but I'll try to give my sharing and my thought about fintech, especially loan to deposit. Just like Ms. B mentioned that Komunal have been talked in previous week. So actually, when you talk about loan and also deposit, Komunal have both of services. So without further ado, let me try to share screen my short presentations. And for the second stage, I'll try to bring you into Komunal website. Actually, we have two websites. So we have like small or maybe like just to preview what kind of fintech that perhaps will be useful for all of you in the near futures. So just let me start. Oh yeah. Also, I'll try to say hi to my team, Fitria. Hi, Bu Fitria and Felix. Both of them is from University of Petra and University of Vidya Mandala, which they are started their careers from internship, and currently they both being permanent team members of Komunal. So please do send your CV in case you want to do some internship. I mean, paid internship in Komunal in every sectors, both of like in UI UX and then IT sector, finance sector. We always have positions for internships, especially that if you guys want to learn about the startup cultures, startup fintech, especially in Surabaya, we do proudly claim that we are one of the biggest startup in at least in Surabaya. So let me share screen. Okay. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, clear.
Okay, today I'll talk about loan to deposit in FinTech Society 5.0, presented by me, Rico, co-founder and CEO from Komunal FinTech. I'll start my talking with one quote from Mr. Microsoft, or we call it Mr. Bill Gates, that actually the statement already been stated in like 10 or 15 years ago that we need banking, but we don't need banks anymore. Bill Gates. So as you see, it happened in Indonesia in recent days, that perhaps if you guys go somewhere outside your rooms, so when you forget to bring your wallet, you will not really panic. But if you perhaps forget to bring your cell phone, you will back to your house and take your cell phone. Correct me if I'm wrong. So this statement is really valid, especially in recent days. Fintech itself, it's divided into five stages. First is Fintech 1.0, when you guys learn about accounting, finance, and also about how you make a report. Actually, is part of Fintech 1.0. By the time you try to enjoy internet banking and ATM, it's actually part of Fintech itself. Fintech 3.0 in Indonesia just spread very quick and rapidly in 3 or 4 years ago when we come into the digital payment and lending sector, just like peer-to-peer lending. So Fintech 3.0 actually quite exists in Indonesia since 2019. Back then, and we go to Fintech 3.5, when we can do measurement on each collectibility of each individual. When we do online credit scoring, it's part of Fintech 3.5. And just like a year ago, Fintech 4.0 is massively being advertised in Jakarta, but not really common in Surabaya. When we talk about equity crowdfunding and digital finance innovation, especially for financial planner. As you can see in here, actually, when we talk about money and fintech, when you do enjoy using WhatsApp or Line, all of them, they use like payment system. So actually, it's part of Fintech 3.0 when you being part of user in Tokopedia, Shopee, and Bukalapak. It's actually you are using Fintech 3.5 when you never have credit card, but you can enjoy the facility of pay later. It's also part of Fintech 3.5. So guys, that's what of the fact that digital transformation is currently changed our habit in society, especially in Surabaya and East Java. And I'm trying to share you about what will happen in FinTech 5.0, especially when we talk about loan and deposit. Yeah, 5.0. 5.0 actually, when we always talk about Japan. In Japan, the society is already reach out 5.0 stage when they use robots, big data, and blockchain massively in their common life and day-to-day activity. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, when you live in Surabaya or when you live in Jakarta, you still being part of FinTech 4.0. Reason why? Reason is Indonesia is one of archipelago, a country that we have a lot of island, that not every island being equipped with internet facilities. Even though cell phone is one of the social standard that we need to have, but the fact when you travel into Papua, when you travel into Nusa Tenggara, even though in Sulawesi, not many people using smartphone. They only use smartphone for Facebook, for social media, but they never use it uh, for finance transactions. It's part of job in Indonesia Bank Indonesia, that they stated in 2025, means like 2 or 3 years later, the financial sector will be boom, especially when government try to enforce that all the digital transactions should be implemented mandatory. The reason is a lot of small medium enterprise or UMKM, they are suffer in pandemic, but by using fintech in every sectors, in transportation, in social tourism, and then in market, also in bank, office, minister of education, even though in social commerce, they are being forced to use fintech, especially for transfer all the transactions. Anyway, this report is being created in 2020. I mean, it's like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, but suddenly it become quite rapid implemented because of the pandemic. So this is when we talk about 5.0, you all guys perhaps know when you learn about operation management. So a lot of information that we are, what we have done in the past in our ancestor by hunting and then agrarian society. And we are now living in 21st century that we are need to be super smart by using all the gadgets, and we cannot live without internet, and we cannot live without digital money. Yeah, the key points of society 5.0 is the words of efficiency. We are really happy that we live in the time that everything is very convenient, and that's why after you guys finish and completed your study in university, you need to really optimize all the informations from our study today. When we talk about fintech, peer-to-peer lending in specific, you see in here, sorry, wait, okay, can you see guys? So actually the fintech lending itself is part of fintech 3.5. When we try in traditional banking, when we see traditional banking, of course, everything need to be attended in physical presence. Meanwhile, in the lending sector, we are using online platform for all the transactions, transfer, lending, borrowing, investing, all in the one platform. Perhaps this graphic is not really clear, but let me try to put some numbers to make you all guys clear. So because our topic is loan to deposit, so I will talk first about loan. On the first, maybe on the upper part of the pictures, you can see number 5%, 10%, and 15%. May I ask Sasha, what do you
Sorry, sir.
can explain?
I'm so sorry, sir, but I think the PPT slide is hasn't moved yet.
Okay,
It's still tap
maybe
on the start, sir.
let me try. Okay, how about now, Sasha?
Still on the
Still
cover page, sir.
okay. Let me try to wait a moment. So actually the same slide, but the difference is only I put some numbers in red colors. So let me know when you already see the colors.
Yeah, it's still on the cover page, sir.
So how about this? What do you see, guys?
Mr. Rico, I suggest if what if we end the share screen and then start sharing screen again? Restart the share screen. Is it okay? Ah, can you start share screen again?
Okay, how about it?
Um,
Still cannot see?
yeah.
Wait.
Uh,
Let me try
wait,
another
wait.
way. I'm using like I'm not using PowerPoint. I will use PDF. Wait a moment.
Better. Yes, true.
I'll use my PDF.
Well, we're waiting for Mr. Rico. Let me just remind the others. Guys, don't forget that we have summary to do, right? And it's due by tonight, all right? It's due tonight. And please finish it before then, all right? Oh, now we can see it. Thank you.
Okay, using PDF is more convenience because it's like a very small size. Okay,
Yes.
let me continue,
Thank
guys.
you.
So in here, just like a slide without numbers. So may I ask one of your student, Miss B, to explain me about the upper part of the pictures? 5, 10, and 15.
Mm. Uh, maybe Aho want to try? How are you here?
Yes, I'm here, Miss.
Do you mind to explain? Like, what do you see in this picture?
Okay, I see. Maybe I see the scheme of the traditional banking and also P2P lending, while the customer have what do you think, the flow for the trading and also the borrowers, just like that. Maybe, yeah. The difference is the P2P lending is more conventional for now and have more interest indeed from this image. Okay, I think that's all, Miss, from now.
High interest gitu ya. Thank you. Is that okay, Mr. Rico?
Okay. Actually, when you talk about more interest, it's totally, yeah, acceptable. But let me introduce what is the difference between picture in the upper side and on the bottom side. So when we only focus on the borrower side, so actually the one who borrow the money atau yang pinjam uang, the one who borrow the money actually receive the same amount. They need to pay 15% interest. So 15% is my random numbers, yeah, guys, to set as an example. So for the borrower who loan the money, actually they pay the same interest. But for the customer who lend the money, atau we call it investor, is totally different. You see, the green one is 1.5, the black one is 5%. And you see in here in the middle, for bank, traditional banking, they put red numbers, 10%, but for peer-to-peer lending, 0%. You know what it means, guys? It means peer-to-peer lending is the one who disrupt the lending system in bank. Let me repeat. So actually, through peer-to-peer lending, the investor directly can meet with the borrower. So the borrower also pay all the interest to the investor. So let me explain more in specific example. Let's say when you know about mortgage loan or KPR, maybe Miss B already explained you about a mortgage, yeah. KPR, when you pay about the interest 15% to the bank, but meanwhile, when you put your money into deposito or deposit in bank, you only receive small amount, maybe 5%. So actually, you as investor, when you put your money, bank only will give you 5%. Meanwhile, the 10%, the bank will take some profit. Where the profit comes, of course, the profit comes from the borrower who who is borrowing the money for KPR, for mortgage. So you see, actually, the bank industry is it's always make a profit because they have 10% for gap spread. Meanwhile, this kind of activity actually is very exclusive. The reason why only some people who has stocks or maybe as a shareholder in the bank can benefit this activity. So through the peer-to-peer lending, we try to disrupt the lending activity by using our platform as a marketplace to lender and also borrower. They can meet each other so they can enjoy all the benefit. So hope you guys until this part quite understand. Let me know when you have questions. I'm open for questions because I will go to simulation in real website. Miss Bella or Shasha, perhaps you want to have or add some information or any question from the students.
Mr. Rico, I have a question, Mr.
Yes.
Okay, so how do the communal verifying the borrower to see, like usually in the banking, like want to see how well you are and what do you have. So in case that you cannot in case the borrower cannot pay the the money back, they can take like some of their asset, right?
Okay,
So
to
how
whom I'm speaking
communal
now?
what?
Oh, Risky, yeah.
Yeah.
Risky, good questions. Good questions from your side. So actually, I'll go back to my previous slide. Can you see FinTech 3.5?
Yes,
Yeah,
the credit scoring.
exactly. So lending or communal FinTech lending is now implementing FinTech 3.5. So how we can observe and also secure and also prevent if the borrower or the one who borrow the money is gagal bayar or failed to return the money, right? Hello, Risky, is that your questions?
Yeah, I'm still in here.
Okay, so I will take all of you guys into my website. As you can see in here, this is a communal website, communal.co.id. I'll show you the real case. Yeah.
You haven't shown the website. It's still on the PowerPoint presentation, Mr. Rico.
Okay, let me stop my presentations. Okay, I will reshare. Just like Bella. Okay, can you see now?
Yes.
Yeah, you can see communal website, right?
Yes. Can.
Yeah, so this is real account, guys. So how how communal can measure the borrower, yeah? Okay, this is the borrower. The borrower, they have invoice for supply some frozen ikan or fish, frozen fish, ikan kaleng. The borrower will need this amount, 1,5 M, and the borrower will pay it for 3 months. And question is how I can measure it. Yeah, through the fintech platform, we can see the interest rate, the time frame, and also some analysis. In Reksadana, you can call it prospectus, but in peer-to-peer lending, we can call it fact sheet. So actually, when you enter the fact sheet itself, okay, already being downloaded, yeah, in here, open. Yes, in here, in Indonesia or in Bahasa, you can see as fintech lending, we also need to have financial statement from the borrower. We need to observe and analyze the balance sheets, how much their income, and also how much their gross profit, and also net profit in this kind of period. In this case, in 2021. And also we can see the balance sheet, how many asset, liability, and equity. So all the data we can obtain from the FinTech 3.5 credit scoring. And also we can provide some information to the potential investor like this, the amount, time frame, administration fee, effective rate, and also some information about the company itself. The company already started from 2017, locations, type, everything. So through the technology, we can obtain all the informations. But risky questions, how you can make sure that the company who borrow the money can have the financial power to return the money, because we already have some guarantee or jaminan
Maybe Rizky, you familiar with jaminan rumah or jaminan mortgage,
Yeah.
PPKB, but through the fintech, I think that kind of jaminan is no longer valid because we are using billiard check or giro as a as a tools to help them to simplify all the financial process as well as to help all the investor, also the borrower, to get seamless process as well, because you know when the company have a good branding or a good goodwill, the name of the brand itself, the check, when they fail to return the money, the fintech lending will submit the check into the bank, and by the time the company who borrow the money still cannot fulfill the responsibility, they will go into the blacklist of Bank Indonesia, or we call it DHN, Daftar Hitam Nasional. A good company will not risk the company brand or the company reputation just for 1.5 million rupiah. Billion rupiah, I mean. So that's the reason, why in fintech lending, when you see in fintech lending, the amount of lending is not reach 2 billion, tidak lebih dari 2 miliar. 1.5, 1.5, 50, 850. Yeah, you see in the platform, none of them is reached 2 billion rupiah. Hope it answer your question, Rizky.
Yeah, it's answering my question.
And also in here, just my previous statement, the interest rate is 17.5%. Let me put my name, my fund. Let's say currently I only have 1 juta rupiah. So you see, when I menabung, when Rico is trying to deposit my money in conventional bank, when I put my money 1 million rupiah, I will not get bunga higher than my administration fee. May I check with Rizky ya, kalau kamu menabung 1 juta rupiah, 1 juta rupiah, your money will not grow. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes,
Hello,
it's true.
that's true, right? But if
Yeah.
you put your money into the peer-to-peer lending or the other channels of rather than conventional bank, your money will keep grow. So that's why the reason I put 1 juta rupiah ya. How if I put 10 or maybe 10 juta, 10 million rupiah. So how much money I will earn? Exactly the same, yeah. The difference is only the zero, right? This I will get 43,000, but if I put 10,000, 10 million, I will get 400 something. So how can anyone can explain me? So what is I'm trying to say now, Miss B or Sasha?
Actually, we have a visitor now, Mr. Rico, and he wants to ask a question. It's Mr. Wendra.
Hey, hello, Wendra. Long time no see.
No, Rico, long time no see. Okay, sorry, I'm disturbing you for your explanation. That would be very good, communal, yeah. Guys, this is the investment management, yeah, Miss B, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, class.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Guys, Mr. Rico is my friend when we were in the chemical engineering stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Rico.
Hi, Wendra.
Um,
Long time no
okay.
see.
Okay, I was invited by Miss B actually to join your lecturer class. Thank you, by the way.
Thank you,
I would
Wendra.
like to ask about communal. It's quite interesting because I joined the the Coinworks. Yeah, I think it's almost the same with Coinworks, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Yeah.
But communal is peer-to-peer lending. I have two questions. The first question is uh, in your previous PowerPoint, you mentioned in peer-to-peer lending they will not get the interest or something, right? So like
Yes.
15% directly from borrowers and also 15% directly to the lenders.
Yes.
And how can the peer-to-peer lending sites can get money? That's the
Okay.
first question. And second question is uh, maybe more criticize. Yeah. What if there's a problem, and then what is the role so far for communal itself? For example, they do gagal bayar, right? So what the communal can do to deal with this problem? I think that's all my question. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wendra, my colleague in chemical engineering times. Yeah. So actually, me and Wendra convert our profession from engineer become finance advisor, I think, or finance lecturer. Thank you, Wendra. Actually, your questions is very relevant, and also I can answer using my slide in here, using my website. I mean, so for the first questions, what is the difference between Coinworks and Komunal? So actually, we are the same peer-to-peer lending, and happen Komunal is quote unquote cousin of Coinworks. So why I can call it cousins? Because Komunal as peer-to-peer lending and Coinworks as peer-to-peer lending, we have the same venture capital investor. So we are not compete each other, but we have our own segmentation. Especially when Komunal have also the funding through Deposito BPR. So we try to make a differentiations with Coinworks. Meanwhile, the Coinworks, they having like several couple products in how they can support the SME through the Coin Robo and then Coin Gaji and other product in lending. So I'm trying to say in peer-to-peer lending segment, Coinworks and Komunal is quiet in the different segment, but the differentiation as holding company, Komunal is try to penetrate as well in the funding side. Meanwhile, Coinworks will only focus on lending. Hope it answer your first questions, Pak Rendra. For the second questions, just like my previous explanations, as you can see in my websites, you can see the interest 17.5. And then when I try to put my investment 1 juta, 1 juta, and also 10 juta, so actually the ratio is same. That's I'm trying to say that through peer-to-peer lending, we never allow just kind of in the banking system, they have nasabah priority or nasabah prioritas. Nasabah prioritas means that when you have more money, you can negotiate the rate for better rate. But through peer-to-peer lending, even though you have 200.000 or maybe 2 juta, 200.000, you will get like 8,000. 2 juta, you will have the same ratio, right? Or 20 juta, you will have the same number, but only different ratio. So peer-to-peer lending actually is one of the tools to reach inclusion of society. Jadi yang kaya tidak tambah kaya, yang miskin juga bisa jadi kaya through the investment. Yeah, that's the benefit of peer-to-peer lending platform. Questioning your second question about how if something failed. In here, you can see the credit insurance powered by Sinarmas. So when I buy this credit insurance, just like when you travel, you can add ons this kind of facility. Yeah. So by the time you invest 20 million rupiah and all is disappear because of gagal bayar, by using insurance credit, you will get return in 90% of your basic investment. So your 20 million will not lose 20 million, but you will get return for 18. No, not return. You will get coverage for 18 million. So actually your loss rate will be only 10%. But in here, you can see the interest is 17.5. It means that still worth it as tools for diversifications. Hope it answer your question, Pak Wendra.
Okay. Okay. It is any differences between different ratings, because like we know that there are several ranks, yeah, like B plus, A minus, B, and so on. Is there any insurance, the fixed rate for insurance or something?
Yes, okay, the rating B plus, C
Mhm.
plus, and all the rating is actually is not relate with the insurance coverage. So
Okay.
actually for the all rating, the credit insurance will cover 90%.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, 90% is just recent month started from February 2022. In the past year, we only cover for 80%, but now is 90%. It shows that peer-to-peer lending risk is quite manageable. Otherwise, the
Mhm.
credit insurer will not lift up the coverage rate, right?
Okay. Got it. I got it. Thank you, Mr. Nico. I think it is interesting. Yeah. I hope we can have a collaboration between UC and communal. Yeah. I hope. Yeah. Because
Yeah,
normally I will be the PIC to organize a relationship between investment. Yeah.
university. Okay,
Investment.
thank you, Mr. Wendra. And actually happened that I do believe in UC a lot of entrepreneur, right? So
Yeah.
before our class this evening, so actually
Mhm.
most of the entrepreneur from UC already enjoy this kind of facility from Komunal. So
Okay.
actually Komunal have been support for some of the entrepreneur from UC, not
Oh, good.
only
Good.
not only a student, yeah, but also some maybe some lecture, they have their own business, but they already collaborate. But of course, if we can make it very B2B or B2U, yeah, business
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
university, it will be great, especially when all of the students want to expand and become entrepreneur.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Great. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. I will contact you later then. Please
You.
continue your explanation to the others. Thank you,
Okay,
guys.
Thank you,
thank you, Pak
Powell.
Wendra. Thank you, Miss Bella.
He seems like very excited though.
Yeah, it's very hard question, guys. You need to
Yeah.
learn from Mr. Wendra, yeah, to ask this kind of detailed question.
Yes,
Yeah,
Sosa.
Okay.
so
Thank
let
you,
me
Mr.
continue, yeah,
Wendra.
guys. So just feel free to let me know, because actually in Komunal, when you go through our website, yeah, so in here, when I got money, let's say this kind, yeah, I have only like 1 million money, yeah. So actually the bunga, the interest is already reached than 100 rupiah, and also the bonus. So with all of the with all the portfolio management, you can diversify your investment. But also I will continue my presentation about this one. So this is about loan side. I will continue about the other one is about investing or funding to deposit. Yeah. Just let me very quick briefly. So in 2022, guys, this is according to the survey of, hey, anyway, can you see my slide, guys?
Yes,
Yes.
can, sir.
Yeah,
Can.
okay. So actually, according to the survey and market survey from Google, Deposito is definitely one of the instrument that quite popular. I know recently a lot of forex, robot trading, as well cryptocurrency. But fortunately in Indonesia, most of people which they have maybe like criteria in conventional investor, they will still put their money into deposit, and then second saham, and third is reksadana, and the fourth is in the cryptocurrency. So I'm not against the crypto. I'm also a crypto user, but I just show you all the table here. Deposito is one of the popular in 2022, especially when the survey come into some fact that rural or maybe like daerah tingkat 1 or daerah tingkat 2, we call it Pemkot, Pemda is the new engine to generate and to leverage economic in Indonesia in the post-pandemic era. Yeah. So when everything's come to the rural, so as you know, a lot of people now is working from anywhere. They can work from their own village, and not too many conventional bank is have their own office in rural area. But the fact is, Bank BPR, or I call it rural bank, is already spread out in each of province. They will have rural bank. So that's why the reason rural digital customer nowadays is harvesting their own positions because they are the next game changer, guys. So maybe if you go back from Surabaya, from Universitas Ciputra, and you will go back to Sulawesi or Kalimantan, of course, I believe you will not satisfy if you only jaga toko or you being trapped by conventional industry, right? You want to be like digital company, digital industry, but you will settle in your own region. Because when you always go to Surabaya and Jakarta, you will always be an employee and professional. You will not have chance to compete with a bigger company or major stores to have like a war or to compete on the price. What will you do in Surabaya and Jakarta? You always price war. But when you go to rural as entrepreneur, you will still can benefit from all the facility, all the difficulty in there. You will be one of the problem solver for the people in rural area. So that's why the reason why I created Komunal with my partners, that we start from Surabaya or East Java, and we will only focus for East Indonesia. So this is our service. We started in 2019 as peer-to-peer lending platform, but in 2021 we are expanding our business model into the funding. Yeah, this is my one of the documentation. My teams, when we support ibu-ibu or emak-emak through the financial sectors in fishery and also farmers sectors. Yeah, since 2021, Komunal expand the product into funding. Just like Pak Wendra question in previous, what is the difference between CoinWorks? Yeah, all the peer-to-peer lending, we have 104 legal peer-to-peer lending. But in Indonesia, you will only have one funding agent for rural bank, which is Komunal, take part of it. So that's why I'm proudly say that Komunal in Indonesia, even though for the launching of the product, they are being launched by government. So this is the footprint of Komunal. 2019, we are registered by OJK or Authority of Finance. And then in June 2021, peer-to-peer lending business segment already get licensed. And by the God grace on October, so you can see from June into October, we obtain our second business model for being launched for East Java, only East Java in October 2021. But in December, so quiet fast, yeah, only 2 or 3 months, we are being formally launched in nationwide Indonesia. And for 2022, we still expect for being a game changer by using or by creating electronic billiard for rural bank. I know for electronic billiard is quite common for conventional bank like BCA, Permata, UOB. It's quite common for conventional bank, but for rural bank, e-billiard will be the first announced, especially the e-billiard created by the platform, not by the bank itself. Yeah, as you can see, why Komunal need to create e-billiard. Yeah, this is some information about milestone. I will show you another benchmarking. What do you see, guys? Sasa, can you help me? What do you see in here?
I'm seeing Tokopedia, sir.
Exactly. So actually, the second business model of Komunal, we just really take benchmark from Tokopedia. Let's say I want to buy some kandang kucing. Yeah. As you can see in here, a lot of stuff appear on your platform. Question: in 10 years ago, would you buy or would you spend your money for 600 rupiah to buy kandang kucing from Sempati Bird Shop? Question goes to Miss Bella.
Nope.
Yeah, even though for 600,000 you will not willing to buy, right?
No, I
Reason:
don't think so.
you are not believe, you are not trust with this toko.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, tonight, when you want to see or you want to shopping, you will just click and you will see all the review. What is the review, and is there any ongkos kirim, free ongkos kirim, and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
The keywords is you believe Tokopedia. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Correct.
So that's happened to Komunal. Through the deposit BPR, I will show you my personal account. Komunal Deposito BPR is actually the same with Tokopedia. Different is Tokopedia is for shopping or to spending your money. You don't believe all the store, but you believe Tokopedia. Same here. If with Komunal Deposito BPR, you don't believe or you are not yet believe the credibility of rural bank. You can see a lot of rural bank in here. Bank Arta Kanjuruhan, Bank Arta Karya, Arta Praja, and all the name is not famous. BPR Rivi, and then I randomly, BPR Nusuma Jatim. Problem statement: you still not knowing the toko or the bank itself. But by using Komunal, Komunal is aiming to build platform or marketplace for rural banks, a place that rural bank can show themselves that they are proven, that they are can be one of alternative for investor to deposit the money, because rural bank, they never have chance into the digital sectors because they have difficulty to hire IT or maybe human resource, a proper human resource in IT, because their capital still not as high as conventional bank. So when you deposit into rural bank, let's say Arta Kanjuruhan, is actually the risk is same with when you go to deposit your money into Bank Sentral Asia. Why? I can mention, when you go to website LPS Deposito, yeah, this is the government website. LPS mean Lembaga Penjamin Simpanan. So whatever you go to the bank, name it any bank. When you go to Bank Sentral Asia, you will only get 2%. Reason why? Because the Bank Sentral Asia cannot give you more than 3.5% according to the regulations. But if you go to rural bank, the government will cover you until 6%. You see the difference almost 2 times. But in fact, BCA will always give you 1 or maybe maximum 2%. Means the gap is 3 times. So if you have money less than 2 million, less than 2 BU, why you bother to deposit your money into the conventional bank rather than into rural bank? No one understand, or maybe no one still being educated that in rural bank also guaranteed by government until 6%. Meanwhile, a lot of deposant, a lot of people, when they invest, they only look for the brand of bank itself. The brand means, okay, BCA is quite big names compared to CIMB Niaga. CIMB Niaga is quite a big names compared to Bank Prima. So, but the risk when you deposit your money to Bank Prima, Bank BCA, or Bank BPR, Arta Kanjuruhan Malang is the same risk, guys. Yeah. So why not you put your money into rural bank? The benefit is, yeah, you can get higher 2 or 3 times interest, same risk, but you also being participate to leverage the local economic in Malang. This is only one example in Malang, but you also will have example in other province. Let's say you want to menabung di provinsi Bali, bunga tertinggi, terapkan. Yeah, you can also put your money in Bali, guys, without going to Bali. Reason why? Komunal is trying to penetrate into BPR, rural bank. Reason is simply because in rural bank, they have their regulation that one rural bank is only can receive nasabah or deposan when the nasabah or deposan physically present in Bali or physically present in Malang. Meanwhile, we are as modern citizen, we cannot always go to the bank to put our money, right? We just plug and play into mobile apps or website. As long as we have some accounts in the bank, we can transfer and wire into another bank. So that's the reason why I'm creating and my team creating Komunal Deposito BPR is the reason is this is one of our differentiations, and also this is one of our, this is myself, yeah, I put 100 million into this BPR, yeah, for 1 month. So reason is, yeah, we still young, guys, and we can contribute. Also, we can get more benefit by really enjoying this kind of regulation information. Why not? So I think, yeah, Komunal is being BPRpedia for funding sector, but for lending sector, we are try to facilitate all the youth entrepreneur by making them life easier to get source of fund through the crowdfunding. Hopefully, my presentation today, yeah, will satisfy all your questions. I'm opening for question and answer in the next coming minutes. Thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for the insight. And of course, I think everyone here in the Zoom is ready to go out there and start investing, especially in Comunal, sir. Yes, what a great info. But I think everyone is ready to ask for their questions regarding the materials that you have shared. So I guess we can go straight to the Q&A session, sir.
Yes, feel free, Sasha.
Okay. Okay, so I can see in the chat here there's a question from Ali, sir. So the question is, how do you rate companies? Is it internal rating or Comunal is using third party?
Okay, rate, yeah, credit rating, you mean. So
Yeah.
actually, we have a division called analysis. So the rating and the formulation and the weight of credit scoring, it's also being manually double checked into our team. So the credit rating is one of our recipe for credit scoring.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir, for the answer. For Ali, does that answer your question? Yes, Ali? Yes, okay. Thank you, Ali, for the question. Next up, does anyone have any questions,
So
guys?
I saw my private message DM, yeah, from Luis Gautama. Luis is asking, how about Koperasi? Why Komunal only choose BPR? So thank you, Luis, for your question. It's very simple yet fundamental questions that I need to explain you guys. What is the difference between bank and Koperasi? So I'm not talking about BPR, yeah. I'm talking about bank and Koperasi. Koperasi is being regulated by Kementerian Koperasi. And Koperasi is only in Indonesia, guys. Local from Bapak Hatta ya, Bung Hatta. It's they mentioned koperasi. And bank, even though in German, even though in US, even though in Australia, you will always have a bank. But again, I will not talk about rural bank. I talk about bank. So in every country, bank is being regulated by country bank or regulations or regulator. In Indonesia, we are heavily regulated by Bank of Indonesia and OJK. Meanwhile, koperasi is not being regulated by two names I mentioned. Koperasi is very, very not strict. So when you have anggota koperasi, you can make koperasi. And the operation of koperasi is very limited into the anggota or the members. So when you have koperasi, the members only 100, means your impact to society is only for 100 people. Meanwhile, for bank, in every bank, I will tell you about the difference. Bank umum or conventional bank, they will have license to operate nationwide. In all country, the same regulation. But for rural bank, as a bank, you will have a facility to serve the community into the certain province. So let's say rural bank. I mentioned Bank Harta Kanjuruhan Malang, means Malang. The bank, rural bank itself located in Malang, but the bank can operate and serve masyarakat in East Java. So the reason why I'm communal not choose koperasi, because when I choose or where communal choose koperasi, the impact will be very limited. So why we are doing the same effort, but for smaller impact? Why we are not doing bigger impact? Question back, why not you are serving Bank Umum? Why you serve Bank BPR? Simple, guys. Bank Umum means that they have all the facility to recruit all the human resource, and also they will not really have big impact to society. Meanwhile, for BPR, yeah, only small idea, but you can really have multiplier effect. The same question goes to Pak Nadiem Makarim. Why they choose sopir ojek? Why they are not choosing to engage with Bluebird? Because sopir ojek is one sectors that really need tech help or tech support. When they do by themselves, only they will only have paguyupan ojek Surabaya Barat, paguyupan ojek Citraland. Yeah, they only have scattered service point. But when Gojek comes in, Gojek become nationwide. So that's the reason. Actually, Comuna is just copy, but we implement it in different sectors. Hope it answered your question, Luis.
Oh, thank you so much for the answer, sir. Very complete. Okay, so maybe we can go to the next question, sir. So this question is from Chris. The question is, how do you profit from giving a 10 until 70% interest to the investor? How much should we pay as a borrower?
Borrower will always pay the same interest rate. Oh, anyway, I forget to answer Pak Wendra question ya. So please help me to I will share screen ya guys. So this is the maybe the revenue stream lah. Pak Wendra is trying to asking how Komunal can survive ya. So let's say here Rico ya, as personal I will put my money here ya 10 juta 10 juta rupiah, sorry 10 juta rupiah. Yeah, can you see the slide guys?
Yes, we can, sir.
I mean the website. You can
Yes.
see when Rico put money 10 million, Rico will gain 400 something, but Rico will pay admin fee for Komunal 50,000 rupiah. So actually, this is only one tools to generate profit of the platform. So question, how Komunal can make profit if Komunal only have 50,000? Question is, why you guys bother about Komunal profit if you can enjoy it? your profit more than Komunal enjoy. Meanwhile, the behavior of society or in most of people, they afraid when we only charge limit a very small amount, but they are feel not satisfied when we charge higher admin. Wah, komunal untung besar. Why I should use komunal? But we when we put small amounts of service, they always how you can survive. So back again, guys. Beside we put ourselves as service, actually we have our own personal cash cow. Why? Komunal also in here, yeah. Komunal as a company, we will also quote unquote put our investment into here. So let's say Komunal as company, sorry, we invest 1 million, 100 million. So actually Komunal as a company will enjoy this interest, but we also will need to pay for our own personal service, this kind of service. So yeah, this is how we can survive, how Komunal can survive, guys. We are not only charging you using that, but we also investing uh, from our corporate, yeah, we also put investment. Hope it helps because this is one of a recipe how you manage corporate finance. Anyway, this one of the secret, but I tell you today.
Thank you, sir. We'll keep it very well, the secret, sir. Don't worry. Okay, so I can see someone raising their hand, so maybe you can go ahead and speak up, Samuel.
Okay, I would like to ask because it seems that when it is allowed, right, for communal to have an investment on your own platform, and you have your profit, and you need to pay the admin fee. So you have two source of income then. I mean,
Yeah,
if
of
you have
course. Yeah, that's the
oh
way how we can survive. And reason why, Samuel, reason is in this era, as startup, you cannot charge much into the customer when they never try it. So this is part of our strategy in Komunal as startup. Yeah, we are cannot rely into just like Spotify. When you try Spotify, you always free, right? Free for couple of months, free of 1 month. Same as Komunal. This is part of our strategy for the initial stage. We charge very low, yeah, premium markets because premium market is no longer exist and not relevant anymore. Premium is the new era. Since 2005, Professor Renal Casali always mentioned, yeah, this is premium. When we talk about free, yeah, the people always try to get excited. But when we talk about finance sectors, when everything is free, it will not be sustainable business model. Yeah, Komunal, fortunately, until 2022, we still make profit, even though we never put our own investment. Let's say we never put our own investment into the platform, but through the admin fee, yeah, we still can survive. Reason why? Because we have lean company. You can imagine, guys, Komunal only have like, let's say, 40 until 50 employees compared to Bank BCA when they have teller, satpam, security, when they pay high to menggaji ya to hire like manager, general manager, and so many layer. Meanwhile, Komunal as fintech, we work as lean team, and we can provide you guys service better than BCA. Why you don't choose Komunal? Yeah, just like promotion, yeah. So actually, when you come into the business, I'm not talking about fintech, I'm not talking about Komunal, I'm not talking about startup. Everything when you come to your own business, you need to manage 3 points, guys. First, finance. Second, human resource. Third is strategy of your own company. So I suggest you to take master ya in Universitas of Ciputra to learn more about finance, strategic, and also operation management. Agree ya Bu Bella ya? Or Pak Wendra?
Of course.
Okay, thank you, Mister, for answering the question. And also, thank you to Zayan for asking the question. So I guess we can go to the next question, sir. So it is from Krista Belfania. The question is, after we get our money from borrowers, is there a minimum certain of time the money should be kept first in Komuna before transfer to our M banking, sir?
No. So actually, for technical questions, feel free to reach and DM our Instagram, because for nowadays, a lot of change in terms of operations, and I need to double check with my team. So that's kind of startup, guys. A lot of things change in quarter basis. Quarter means like only 3 months, everything will change.
Okay, thank you, sir, for the answer. So maybe we can go to the next questions that probably is a bit personal because I am honestly a bit curious about a few things, sir. Is that okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so the first question is, have you ever experienced any losses before, sir, when doing investments? And do you mind telling us your lowest moments, if that's okay, so that maybe we can, know what to watch
Okay.
out in the future when we start investing, sir?
Thank you, Sasha. Before I answering your questions, I received some DM from Gede Dika. Sir, I'm Dika. I want to ask about the bank. If there is conventional bank, why rural bank exists? Is there any different function? Thank you, sir. Hi, good day. Thank you for your questions. There always be rural bank in every world. There always be. Why they need to be present? Because just like my statement before, conventional bank, they can do the transactional and cash management. Just like Bank BCA, they can do transactional transfer, Giro, RTGS, LLG, and kartu kredit. But the BCA cannot put their office in every rural bank, in every rural region. Simple why? In Papua, market is not too low. Why Bank BCA need to open branch in Papua? No reason, right? No reason, no benefit, but Papua people will always need bank transaction. Wherever you live, you need to have bank to put your money. And rural bank, let's say Sasha came from Jayapura, and Sasha learned much about financial. And Sasha parents is raised up and do business in Papua, Jayapura. And then Sasha can open BPR by their parents' capital. Yeah, why not? We see the market in Papua, and you trust a lot of Papua people in Jayapura, and then rural bank must be exist. Second reason, especially in Indonesia, pemerintah kota and pemerintah daerah means that we have wali kota, we have gubernur, and each of function need to be supported by rural bank. So when you see in every province in Indonesia, let's say Jawa Timur, you will have Bank Jatim. DKI Jakarta, even though big city, you will always need Bank DKI. Jawa Barat, big province, but you will still always need Bank BJP or Bank Jawa Barat. In Papua, you have Bank Papua. So means that the government need to involve to make sure that all the people being served, no matter the private sector want or they don't want, willing or they are not willing to invest in the region, but the government must present to serve the people. So that's the reason Gede Dika Aditya. So naming from your name, Gede, I assume you came from Bali. You come from Bali. And one fact, in Bali, you have your own culture. And BPR Lestari, Bank BPR Lestari is now being taking part as the biggest bank in Bali compared to BCA. It's only BPR Lestari, guys. And happily, Komuna already engaged with BPR Lestari for partnership. Yeah. And also, one of the fact, in Bali, most of Banjar, when you see Banjar or ini ya, budaya Banjar ya, kampung-kampung seperti itu they have their own lembaga peminjaman Banjar. They can loan from the Banjar. So a culture always be attached with rural bank. But when you talk about conventional bank, I name it Bank Permata. Bank Permata will always standardize themselves into Bank Permata in Jakarta. Bank Permata in Sulawesi, in Kendari, will not standardize themselves to the culture or the local culture of people in Sulawesi or in Kendari. But rural bank will try to adapt. They will try to make their own financial product to support what people needs in the region. Yeah, they hope it answer your questions, and hopefully after finish your study in UC, you will create your own BPR in Bali. Yeah, because BPR in Bali is the second largest BPR in Bali. I mean, a lot of BPR come from Bali, and the first is Jawa Timur. So currently we have 1,500 or 1,500, 1,500, 1,500 BPR across Indonesia, and the province who has BPR mostly from East Java, and second from Bali. Reason why? Because in East Java we have so many people, we have so many region which BPR can fully utilize their engine rather than bank konvensional. Contoh Bank BCA in Tuban, hanya satu Bank BCA di Tuban. Padahal orang Tuban, they want to have a facility being served by bank, right? And more than 20 BPR in Tuban. So you can see how BPR really play significant roles to leverage economic scale in Indonesia, especially for post-pandemic. Agree, ya, Sasha and Bu Felicia. Bu Bella.
Agree.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, again for the extra complete answer, and thank you for Dika as well for giving a really great question. Yes, okay. So maybe we can go straight to the last question, sir, for tonight. So the last question is, I'm sure everyone here can't wait to start investing, sir. So maybe you can tell us what we need to do if we want to start P2P or deposit investing. Maybe
Okay,
the tiny first steps that we need to take, sir.
okay. This is questions. I'm waiting for these questions, Bella. But before I answer your questions, I need, because now I'm monitoring in my laptop. Yeah, I need all of you. The question is how we can start, right? How we can start investing. So the answer is, please guys, I do believe all of you having Instagram accounts. Ya,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
ya kalau nggak punya nanti dibuatin deh sama Bu Bella. So
No.
please open your Instagram account and then start follow account komunal.id. Yeah, I'm monitoring guys. It is komunal.id, komunal.id. Yeah, please follow. And also follow my account Instagram rico.tedyono. And you can find all the answer through the Instagram account, because every day I also personally posted my recommendations. Because until today, guys, I'm still learning from. Yeah, I'm taking I'm completed my MBA, but every day, just like Pak Wendra and Bu Bella, yeah, always inspire me to learn more about finance and economy. So that's why I'm still learning about business book of wisdom. So I will share of you through my IG story, what is the wisdom to start your own business. So that's hopefully answer. And yeah, to close my statement from Sasha, idea is only taking part of 1%. 99% is action. So however you get bombastic idea, but you never action, yet it always be 1%. 99% is, yeah, just do it. Even though when you start to do your own action, mean you have chance 50-50. 50% fail, 50% success. But if you not start, you have 100% chance to fail because you have nothing to do, right?
Mm, that's deep. That's great, sir. Okay, so I guess that marks the end of today's talk show. I would like to say thank you so much to Mr. Rico for sharing your insights and of course the remarkable experiences and of course tips and tricks that we surely will use in the near future when we start investing, sir.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I would also like to thank Miss Bella for giving me this amazing opportunity to become the moderator for tonight's event. And of course, my dear friends from both classes, Class A and Class B. And yeah, this has been your moderator, Aisha Maranuddin or Sata. Remember, SZA. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night. I'll give it back to Miss Bella. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Wow, put your hands together for Sasa and Mr. Rico. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Rico, especially for the amazing sharing. I mean, even I learned a lot, especially about Komunal today. And there are a lot of things that I haven't learned about before, right? And I'm glad that I really hope that what we learned about today will be useful for you guys. Like what Mr. Rico said, lah. I mean, without action, you're nothing, guys. So start investing, all right? Let's get rich, right?
Thank you, Bella, for invite me, and thank you for having me,
Sure.
guys. So just like my previous earlier statement, if you guys want to not investing, you want guys to know how about startup cultures, please feel free to reach my account or maybe my team account in here, Pak Felix Pangestu or Bu Fitria. We always have a paid internship if you want to do internship. We always have communal brand ambassador if you want to have free access to learn and yeah, to compete with other universities because currently we are in the third program in Komulan Ambassador. We inviting 172 university across Indonesia and from overseas, US, Singapore, China, Australia, everything's. Yeah, even though the student from Indonesia, yeah. So please compete yourself, please equip yourself by always challenge yourself not to get highest grade in university, but your network. Please expand your network, expand your knowledge, your skill. Also feel free to come to communal office in Surabaya Barat, is West Java, yeah. Hotel Fasa, beside Hotel Fasa. Yeah, I always welcome to all of UC students, especially when you have like a group of people or students want to visit Pak Stanislaus, yeah. Pak Stanislaus.
Yes. Pak Stan, yes.
Yeah, Pak Stan is also one of communal manager. Yeah. So that's yeah. More and more docent is applying to be part of communal team members and communal team leaders because yeah, they do believe that something in university, a lot of knowledge you can get, but please practice make perfect, guys.
Mm.
Thank you, Bella, Miss Bella.
Thank
you,
you,
Sasa.
Mr. Rico.
Yeah,
Thank
don't forget
you.
to come.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, sure. So sometimes we will, let's just set a time. Maybe later after we have a offline class, we can gather for those of you who stay in Surabaya, right? And we have a company visit to Komunal. How about that?
Yeah.
Sounds
Free
good.
company visit for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then we can play ping pong. We can play billiard.
Oh yeah. I would like that.
You can see you can enjoy learning like in the beach, but you can see a lot of building and yeah scenery, city sceneries from our office.
We would love that. And thank you so much for the invitation, Mr. Rico. All right. Guys, just to close it up, I have several important information just about today and next week. Okay. For today, don't forget that we have summary. I post the submission box in Moodle. All right. And it's due today at 23:59 max. All right. Above that, I will not accept. All right. Don't send me through line or something. Submit it to Moodle. Okay. And the next thing is don't forget that also next week we're gonna have another talk for Stock Talk, right? And it'll be moderated by our lovely Feby. Hi Feby, are you there?
Yes, Miss, I'm here.
Napasa. You got your revenge here. right. Okay. So next week, we don't have any morning classes. We only have at Tuesday at 7 p.m. All right, Tuesday at 7 p.m. And guys, for those of you who wanna discuss more, right? I still open classes on Friday. So if you wanna have further discussion or anything, find me. Okay, maybe I can ask Mr. Rico here to join us once all right, once in a while. All right, that closes our class for today. It's
Terima
20:30
kasih.
exactly. And really, I appreciate those of you who stay until the end, especially Ginia here who opens the camera. I want everyone to open the camera, please.
Yeah, okay. Pak Felix also put some documentation ya. Pak Felix or Bu
Oh,
Fitria,
yes, sure.
just
Sure.
put some notes. Yeah, Felix. Okay, thank you, Felix.
Mr. Felix, do you want to grab some picture first?
Ayo, Lex. Bu Fitria, are you there?
Or Bu Fitria? Yeah.
Okay, let me okay. Page 1, 1, 2, 3. Second page, 1, 2, 3. Okay, done. Thank you.
Thank you, Bu Fitria. All right, that marks the end of our today. Thank you so much again, Mr. Rico, and our lovely moderator, Zaza. I'll see you guys next week and stay safe. All right, bye-bye.
Terima kasih. Selamat malam
Thank
semua.
you. Selamat malam.
When you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you wanna sing the words wrong.
You did a great job, Sa. Great job.
Really though, Miss? I don't think I did that much. Though.
Yes, really. No, it was awesome. Seriously, thank you.
Yeah. Wait, about the assignment that is due this night, Miss.
You're not doing it. Not for you.
Okay. Thank you. I was worried, Miss.
Yeah. No, don't worry. It's only for the students. Yang moderator nggak nulis summary.
Okay.
Yes, Chair. Where do we submit the summary?
Yeah, I checked the Moodle and I didn't found the submission box at
Really?
all in the Moodle. Yes, ma'am. Like
Wait, you're class A or class B?
class B.
Yang Thursday ya?
Yes, and Kamis.
Yeah.
Thursday,
Okay.
yes.
Hold on. Let me
Like
try.
the content only stopped till week 1. I cannot search for the
Week 2, 3 nggak keluar juga ya?
Yes, ma'am. And only till week 1. Like 2, 3, and 4 I didn't found, including
Actually,
the submission box.
It's not hidden anymore. Can you refresh? Can you try to refresh?
I did refresh. Maybe there's a problem with the Moodle mobile since I'm using the phone right now. I will try to check on the
Yes,
desktop
the
version,
laptop.
yeah.
Yeah. Yes, please. Yes, please.
Thank you.
I think that answers your question too, ya, Kelvin ya.
So you can do wait.
Okay, gini deh. If you have problems accessing the Moodle, just send it to me with line, through line, nggak apa-apa. Just make sure that it's before 23:59. All right? It's okay. Pakai line nggak apa-apa.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Arigato.
Thank you.
Okay. Any further questions?
No, ma'am.
Did I
Thank you
know
for
what-
the class.
All right. Thank you. I hope it helps, guys. Bye-bye. I'll be closing the Zoom now. Adios.
Yes. Oh, and I would like to say sorry if I did